let's start. So welcome to your first session on SQL. So I'll tell you how the session will generally go. So in the session, we will not just focus on theory, but we'll do it hands-on. Okay. If you have MySQL with you, that's good. If you don't have it, I'll be doing on WC Schools. That's where you can write the queries online. We have a database there too, and we can connect to that database and talk about it. Okay. So now, even if you don't know what a database is, it's totally fine. If you're hearing it for the first time, it's okay. Okay. So let me start and let me first share my whiteboard so that before diving into SQL, we just cover the normal concepts that you should know. Okay. So guys, I am talking to you. My first question to you was, are you comfortable with Hindi or English? So why was that a case? That was a case because I wanted to communicate with you and I wanted to understand ki if you know the language. Okay. Because language is the medium for communication. Similarly, when you want to communicate with your database, okay, what is a database? Database is where your data is stored. All the data is stored within your database. Okay. So if you want to converse with the database, this is generally the symbol of a database, a cylinder. Okay. If you want to communicate with this particular database, you use a language called as SQL. Okay. SQL is a language that is used for communicating with database in small, I'm writing data. Okay. Now, what is a database? Database, in very simple terms, if I talk about what is database is the place where your data is stored. Okay. So database is like, it has a collection of data. Okay. So now you are going to use SQL to talk to the database. Okay. But SQL is a language in which you have to write something, right? You have to write the things. Like this database, I want XYZ. For example, if I have some data here in this database, right? So I want to say, database, can you give me this particular data? Okay, let's just take an example. For example, you are a class teacher at a particular class of a particular class. Okay, so now some other teacher came to you and said that, can you give me the name of roll number 10? Question is simple. Can you give me the name of the student who is having roll number 10? Okay, simple question. Now, what you will generally do, you will go and check your attendance register. Okay, you will go and check your attendance register. In the attendance register, you will see who is having the roll number 10, and जिसका भी roll number 10 है, you will give the name. Okay, in database, similarly, let's say that you have a table in database. Okay, table जैसा आपकी Excel में होती है. Excel में you have some columns and data inside it, right? तो वैसे ही table you have in your database. ठीक है? Now, in that table, there are some columns. Let's make a simple table. ठीक है? This is your table 1, जिसमें students का data है. In this, these are the columns. Name, age, roll number should come first. Roll number, name, age, and let's say headings. This is the data that you have in your table. Okay. Abhi, for example, my roll number is 1. My name is Muskan. Okay. And my age is 24. And my address is Hyderabad. Not writing full thing. Similarly, let's say we have let's take somebody from the meeting. Let's say we have Gaurav with us, okay? So we are storing Gaurav ka data. So I'm writing Gaurav. His age is 22 and he is living in Delhi. Okay? Now, this is a table. In general, you must have all seen Excel tables. सबने Excel में काम किया है? Everybody knows what Excel table looks like? Yes or no? In the chat, please. You can just write Y or N. It's okay. Let's not waste time. Y or N. Okay? So in this way only, database में there are multiple tables stored. ठीक है? Database is collection of data. Data is stored in table, right? You know that data is stored in tables. So what will happen is basically in database, you can have multiple tables. You can have multiple tables. Now, this is table 1 in which you have some kind of data. Okay. Now the teacher came to you and said, can you give me the age of Gaurav? Okay. Teacher just simply asked you, can you give me age of Gaurav? Simple. Okay. Now, what you will do is when you are communicating with somebody, teacher used English language. But to communicate with the database, जहाँ पे the data is stored, you are going to use SQL. Okay. So SQL is not something you can do vocally. You will have to write something. Okay. Write something. जो भी आप लिखोगे, the thing that helps you to get the data is called as query. Okay. Query is not, I'll not say that query is just used for getting data. It can do a lot of stuff. It can change data. It can sort, delete. बहुत सारी चीजें कर सकती है data के साथ. ठीक है? So whatever you write, whatever command you write to do something with your data is a query. Okay. In SQL, you have a database. You know what SQL is, but you will have to write that query somewhere. Okay. आपको वो query जो है, you will have to write it somewhere. So where you write the query, that is your DBMS. इसको बोलते हैं हम DBMS. इसका full form है Database Management System. It's not just like where you write the query. There are multiple things that you can do with the DBMS. But I am giving you the simplest definition abhi because it's a starting day. I want it to be as easy as possible. Okay? So, DBMS क्या होता है? DBMS is your Database Management System. It's a software system for managing your database, for talking with your database. Okay, you can create table, you can read tables, you can read data, you can delete data, you can do a lot of things on with the help of DBMS. Okay, clear? So now I want you to answer. Are you clear with SQL, database, DBMS and queries? Now, do you know the definition of all of these? Hopefully you do. Very good. Okay, very simple definition. We understood. Okay, we'll talk a lot about other things. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to do is, so please go on your search browser and just write W3 schools or SQL W3 schools, like I have it. Okay. Click on the first link. It will open the tutorial for you. Okay. This is a tutorial that you can read after the class for just revision purpose. जो भी मैंने बताया है उसको थोड़ा सा revise करने के लिए, if you want some resource, you can use this. ठीक है? So now we are going to actually write a query. Okay? We'll be doing everything practically as I told you. So the first and the foremost thing that I want you guys to do is, once you have opened this, go to this SQL select. Okay, यहाँ पे जाओ and click on try yourself. Once you are done, please write yes in the chat. Clear everybody? Good. Okay. Now if you see here, there is a database. अगर आप देखोगे यहाँ पे आपके पास database है already. ठीक है, database में you have multiple tables. ये जो table names हैं ये आपके tables का नाम है. These are different tables you have. Okay, you can explore this. You can click on customers and explore कि इसमें क्या data stored है and so on. ठीक है, so these are the tables that you have, simple tables. And now we'll talk about getting the data from these tables. Okay, you can pick any of these. I am going to start with the customer table only because that's the first table in the database. Okay, so the first thing that we have to understand is how to get data, how to read the data from tables. Okay, so for reading the data, for example, I want to read the customer names. मेरे को क्या करना है? I want to read the customer names, right? So to read this data, I have to know two things. I have to know what I want to read, okay, and the name of the table. Two important things: what I want to read and the name of the table. That's it. So the first word that we are going to learn is select. Okay. Select क्या करता है? As the definition, English definition, it is just choosing something out of the entire thing. Okay. Select. Now what is the column I need? I need this column. You can copy this or you can write also customer name. Then you have to write from and your table का नाम. So my table name is customers. खत्म. ठीक है. Put a colon. That's just a rule. Okay. So this particular statement, this particular query will give you customer names from the customers table. If you want to run this query, you press run SQL and you will get your answer. ठीक है? Simple. Got it? Select and from दो चीजें हैं जो यूज होंगी, चाहे आप कौन सा भी टेबल यूज करो, कौन सा भी टेबल नेम यूज करो एंड कौन सा भी कॉलम करो. Okay, now I'll give you few questions to try. ठीक है, तो let me write it on the screen. इसी database में you can try it. So the first one that we are going to talk about is then see my screen, right? One second. So 1 second, let me share it. So what I want you to do is first explore the tables. उसी tables के according I am giving you some things. ठीक है? पहला is get order ID from orders table. ठीक है? Then let's do products का products में let's get price of the products. Get price of the products. And next one we can do is get the category names. ठीक है, नाउ यू विल हैव टू सी कौन से टेबल में है. एक तो मैंने आपको बता दिया पहले वाला कौन से टेबल में, बाकी यू विल हैव टू फिगर आउट कौन कौन से टेबल में. ठीक है, कैन वी डू दिस? I want you to do it practically on W3 schools only. ठीक है guys, once you are done, please write done in the chat. Okay. Guys, once you are done, please write done in the chat. तीनों कर लिए क्वेश्चन? गुड. ठीक है. So now you understood how select and from works. Okay. Coming back to this, you have to run the statements to see that. Okay. So now select statement जो आपकी है, that is used to select data from the database. You know the syntax. बहुत आसान है. अभी let's do one thing. Let's understand select के साथ how we can get more than one column का data. Okay. So for example, if I need customers के साथ customer ID चाहिए, customer name चाहिए and उनका address चाहिए. What I need? Customer ID, customer name and address. So how will I do that? Simple. Just remove this. Write the name of your columns जो आपको चाहिए and separate them with commas. ठीक है. Run the statement. You will get multiple columns F. Okay. So let's do this with all with few tables too. So categories में I think तीन ही columns हैं. Let's get the data from all the data from categories. Put commas and get the data. Column name के साथ साथ. Everybody done? Good. ठीक है. So I hope that is clear. तो अभी आपने लिखा होगा सब लोगों ने select category ID, comma category name, comma description. ठीक है. तो basically you are getting everything from this table. Okay. तो यही चीज करने के लिए when you need everything from the table, you have the asterisk symbol, जिसको star symbol भी बोलते हैं. So you can use select asterisk from categories. Same output आपको मिलेगा. When you need all the columns का सारा data, use asterisk and you get the answer. ठीक है? Clear? You can try it with any of these tables. 2 मिनट लीजिए and try कर लीजिए please. Okay then guys, okay. I think we are clear with this. So we have understood how we can get data from single column, from multiple columns, and all the data from the table. Okay, clear? Very easy. Okay. Now let's proceed further. तो आज के लिए हमने select and from use किया with the practical purpose. I made you understand what is a database, what is DBMS, SQL क्या होता है, queries कैसे आप लिखते हो, ठीक है. Now let's go to a little theory part. ठीक है. SQL की full form होती है structured query language. Why? Because the statements that we are writing, they are queries only. Okay. Then SQL helps you in talking to your database. We have talked about it. Okay. There are multiple things that you can do with SQL. SQL can execute queries against the database. SQL can retrieve data from a database. Matlab, if you want to get data, it can help you create table. It can even help you create a new database. Whole database can be created. You can update your records. You can insert some data. If you want to delete some data, you can do a lot of stuff with SQL. Okay. So now you know how you are going to work with it. Okay. Simple select आपने करा. Okay. So let me see if we have some exercise. Yep. So SQL select के 3 questions हैं that will complete. Okay. How you need to do these questions? You just need to write the missing word here and submit the answer. 3 questions please कर लेना and whatever marks you score, if you score 3 out of 3, write it like this. Guys, please write how much you secured. Three out of 3, I am guessing सबके आ जाना चाहिए. Good guys. ठीक है. So select is done. Okay. You can utilize it later. You can explore select statement बाद में. Okay. Now let's come to our database once again. Okay. So now I'm going to the customers table. Let's just take an example that this company, let's say this is XYZ company, they want to see from where all their customers are. ठीक है. उनके customers कहाँ कहाँ रह रहे हैं, where they are living. ठीक है. So what they can do is they can just write select country from customers. Right? This will work. We know that. We'll get countries ki list. But if you see this thing like Mexico, Germany, Germany. This is repeating. We don't need it multiple times. We just need the name of the countries. There can be 10 customers from Germany, okay? But we need the name only once, okay, right? We need the unique values. We don't want the values to be same. ठीक है? तो इसके लिए what you can do is, you can write a word called as distinct. अब ये क्या करेगा? अब ये करेगा कि it will give you the distinct values. Nothing will be repeated. If Germany was coming 5 times, that will be coming once only. ठीक है? So this is how you use distincts. So you write select distinct, then the name of the column from customers. You can use it with anything. ये आपके ऊपर है कि आपको distinct कैसे utilize करना है and किस column के साथ करना है. Okay? Clear, guys? Can we use distinct ones? You can use distinct with city names. City names भी बहुत ज़्यादा repeat हो रहा है. You can use this with the city names. Okay? Please write yes once you are done. Uncle, do you have a doubt?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, my question is कि distinct and group by, we can either use distinct, we can either use group by. So,
Goodbye पे
but
हम
mhm.
but we are going to start from the very beginning. We have to wait till like 3-4 classes. When we come to group by, इसमें we'll have very very basic start करेंगे. जब group by पे I'll come, I'll answer your question.
Okay, okay, no issues.
Good, guys. So how many of you used select and distinct for the first time today? Well, I understand that a lot of people who are from the beginner level just want to understand किस किसने आज पहली बार queries भी utilize करी या फिर distinct and select use किया. If you're doing it for the first time, you can write 1. If you are not, you can write no. Simple. Other people, let's just apply. Okay, all of you have used it somehow. Good. ठीक है. So select and select distinct. I hope that is clear. ठीक है. कि कैसे काम करता है. Okay. Now for the last topic of the day, we are going ahead with where. Okay. Where कैसे काम करेगा. Now where is used when you have a particular condition attached. ठीक है. Let's say that the question is that I want the name of all the customers who are from Germany. So there's a condition attached to it that the customers should be from what place? They should be from Germany. So whenever you have a condition attached, you use where. Okay. First thing that you need to know is here in this particular thing कि आपको देखना है कि customer का मतलब what I need from the table. I need the name of the customer. Okay. Then I need the name of the table. Select customer name from customers. This is the same thing that we have learned abhi tak. Okay. Now we are going to add a condition. The condition is going to be where and a particular thing attached to it. Okay. The condition here is that the country, their country should be Germany. Okay. So simply going to write where country is equals to Germany. Okay. Now, why we are using this particular, what do you call, quotation marks. So now you will see it. मैं ऐसा क्यों कर रही हूँ? When I run this statement, you are getting all the records for the people who are from Germany. So whenever you want to refer to a particular data from a particular column, okay, it can be any data, it can be a city name, it can be country name, etc. When you want to refer or compare to that data, you will have to use quotation marks. Okay, So what I've written here, select customer name from customers where country is Germany. That's done. That's okay. So this particular query had a condition and we fulfilled that condition by using where. Clear? Chali. Now I'll give you a normal question. Can you give me the name of the products? Okay, name of the products where the price is greater than 25. Price 25 से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. Simple condition. Done, guys? 28 records, I'm guessing. सब क्या आ रहे हैं? Done? Good, guys. Okay, if we are done with that, great. Okay, now I want to ask one thing. Let's just answer. आप लोगों ने हैक कराएं क्या लीड कोड में से सीक्वल क्वेश्चन ट्राई करें? If you have used any of this platform, अगर आपने H हैक कराएंगे आप लिख सकते हो for H and lead code के लिए L. दोनों किए हैं तो HL. बढ़िया. Good. ठीक है. So I'm seeing a lot of you have tried HackerRank already. Let's try this time lead code then. Okay, so this is SQL 50. Simple 50 questions that will be there for SQL. Okay, you can open it. So how will it work? Simple questions हैं, इससे start करेंगे. This is your first question. You can do this question. Okay, try doing this question. If you are not able to do it, if you are new, it's fine. You can ask in the class or in the group. But our target will be whenever we do something in the class, we go back and try the questions from SQL 50. Okay. Any doubts in the session today? Understood everything? Great. Okay. So these are generally ranked like this only. The easier ones are coming first. Okay. So just go ahead in that room. We'll slowly raise the level. Remember that basics and intermediate cover karna. So we'll have to start with very basics and then we'll slowly raise the level. And dhire dhire we'll go to intermediate level. Okay. So that's it for today. And tomorrow I'll see you around the same time. And if you have any doubts, you can always contact me in the group. Just tag me. Okay, ki Muskan, this is the doubt. And you please refer W3 schools for the revision purpose. Okay. If you guys haven't used lead code, just let me tell you how it works. Whatever query you have, you write it here and just log in or sign up so that you have to run it. Run it. यहाँ पे button आएगा for running and submit it. Once the test cases are passed, you can submit your. Clear? Great. ठीक है. So see you tomorrow, everyone. All the best. Thank you so much for joining today. Have a great night. Bye bye. Good
Thank
night,
you.
guys. Take care. Bye bye.